Yo. Hello, good morning from a slightly wet and windy Devon. So it's Al here, all solo. It's been a while, guys. Reason I'm making this video, obviously I haven't made one for a while. The reason I'm making this one is Dean from Life on the Rocks tagged me in his 5 tips for wild campers video. So I'm not one to turn down a challenge. So if you haven't already checked out Dean's channel, Life on the Rocks, then check that out. Yeah, Dean's got a great little channel there. I really enjoy watching his videos. Really down to earth, just yeah, true reflection of wild camping, warts and all. So yeah, I'm working my way through Dean's back catalogue as we speak. So yeah, thanks for tagging us, Dean, and thanks for the shout out. So I popped down to my local beach, trying to think where's the best setting to do this video. Can't go many places at the moment. I thought, yeah, it's something a bit different, nice backdrop. So yeah, let's get started. Right, so tip number 1. Now I've been been thinking about what tips to put on here. So many people have made these videos already, it's hard to think of something original. But hey, we double up guys, it just means it's important. So I'd say tip number 1, undoubtedly if you're going to be camping on Dartmoor, it's going to be windy. especially if you're up on a tour. Even if it's not windy down the bottom, it's probably going to be windy up the top. So tip number one from me is check the weather before you go. And I know that's an obvious, but check the wind direction specifically. What I'm referring to basically is through the night the wind direction could change. The wind direction and the wind strength could change. So maybe look at where you pitch and look at what the wind's going to do through the night. It might be that when you pitch, you pitch behind a nice solid bit of rock, and when you wake up in the morning, you're exposed and your tent's getting blown inside out. So I'll put an example up from a weather app as I'm talking, just to show you how the wind direction can change completely within the space of 12-24 hours. So yeah, that's tip number one. Check the weather, but specifically the wind direction and strength. Okay, tip number two. Food. I watch a lot of guys' camping videos, a lot of the YouTubers' videos. Most people take the bags, the adventure food, look what I found, what we found, whatever it is. I have tried those, and you've probably seen those in my earlier videos. I usually take something I'm going to enjoy, a little frying pan and some chops or a steak or something like that. I mean, obviously if you're a vegan or a veggie, then you're not going to want to do that. But I don't see why you can't take something you're going to enjoy. If people enjoy those meals, that's cool. But personally, I don't really like them very much. So yeah, take what you're going to like. It might take up a little bit extra room, give a little bit extra weight, but to be honest, you'll enjoy it more. And on that one, take enough snacks with you, because especially in winter camping, you're going to be in the tent for quite a while. Beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, tip number three. Guy lines. I'm by no means a camping stroke tent expert, but I just want to talk about the importance of getting your tent guyed out properly. There's been a few times I've camped and the wind's been quite low, and I thought, no, I'll just put the MSR up as it is. I won't put any guy lines out. But as I said in tip number one, I think it was, the wind strength and direction can change, and even if you're pitching in the wind, you're obviously going to be guying out the tent. But I just want to kind of enforce the importance of guying it out properly, because those guy lines are the difference between your tent basically folding in and out or not. I'm sure all of you know this, but like I say, trying to think of some original things to come up with for my tips. So yeah, so that's one. Guy lines. Guy out your tent properly. Okay, so tip number four. This one's mainly kind of aimed at winter wild camping, but make sure that you've got something on your phone that you can watch. In the summer, you'll be sat outside looking at the view till probably 9, 10, maybe 11 o'clock, and then you'll probably turn in. But in the winter, you might have to turn in, or might feel that you have to due to the temperature at around 4, 5 o'clock, maybe even earlier. And it's a long, probably 12 to 18 hours in the tent if you've got nothing to watch, nothing to do. Obviously bring a book or something, if that's what you like. I'm not a big reader, but going on from that, you haven't always got 4G where you camp on Dartmoor. I mean, if you're up on a tour, you're high up, you probably have. So I would suggest maybe downloading a few things on Netflix or another streaming service. Other streaming services are available. But yeah, download something to your phone, because like I say, it's a long period when you're in your tent with nothing to do but sit and think. So yeah. Okay, so 4 down, 1 to go. Tip number 5. This one's a very practical tip. When you're packing your pack, as probably already talked about, it's important to be prepared for any kind of eventuality: rain, wind, even snow. Make sure the things you're going to need quickly, i.e. waterproof trousers, waterproofs in general, your waterproof cover for the pack, make sure it's all accessible, easily accessible. I always pack a poncho, just a disposable one, in the top of my pack, just in case there's a downpour, and my waterproof trousers are always in there. When I camped up on West Mill recently, heavens open halfway up the hill, so I stopped, chucked my waterproofs on. If they're in the bottom of your pack, you're going to be having to dig down through everything just to try and dig them out. So yeah, make sure you pack the pack in the order that you need to take things out in, and most packs have a pocket on the top. Chuck your stuff in there you might need to get to very quickly. I don't know how well you've been able to hear me on this video. Hopefully you've been able to hear me all right. I've got crashing waves behind me. No, hang on, in front of me, beside me when I was filming the video. Anyway, yeah, there's crashing waves around, so I'll have a quick listen back before I head home, just to make sure that you can actually hear what I'm saying. So yeah, that was my 5 tips. Quite brief, but I didn't really know what to add really. I've watched a load of the guys' 5 tips already. They're all really good, and I'm just trying to think of a few things that are a little bit different. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my 5 tips. Right, time to tag another 3 people, another 3 YouTubers. So first one I'm going to tag is John from John Outdoors. John, like me, his channel's quite new. You might have seen him some of my previous videos. Good guy, good mate of mine. So yeah, John, I know you're a busy man, but let's have your 5 tips. Doesn't have to be 5 specific tips for wild camping. 5 tips for anything, let's say. But yeah, let's see what you got, John. My second, I'm going to go for Kerry and Cat from Tea in Valhalla. Now, Kerry and Cat, from what I've seen, you guys don't wild camp. You're more for going out on walks, which is great. I love watching your videos of your walks, always interesting. And you know, we don't have to be thinking inside the box here, do we? So let's have your 5 tips for going out walking. Oh, 5 tips for anything. I don't mind. So yeah, Kerry and Cat. My third one, I'm going to go for John from the Camping Astronomer. John covers 2 of my favourite topics: astronomy and camping. Videos are always interesting. At the moment, a lot of them are shot kind of inside his conservatory, unfortunately, due to the current climate. But yeah, all these guys got back catalogues, so you know, go back and watch the videos of when we were allowed out. But yeah, John, let's have your 5 tips. If you haven't done it already, I have had a look through these guys' channels just to check. I'm not doubling up on this, but yeah, I don't think either of you guys have already done your 5 tips. If you have, well, let's have 5 more. Right, so yeah, that's it for me. It's getting a bit busier on the beach here, so I'm gonna head off. I just want to say to everyone, you know, thanks for subscribing, watching the channel. Stay safe, everyone. Hopefully there's an end in sight to this madness, and hopefully we can head out to the hills again soon, and see you in the next one.